And so it's just like, and then, you know, the whole situation with my ex-husband, I pay him child support. I don't even get child support, you know, and it was tough. It was really tough, and
so
I went through
something more.
Well, now it's 50-50 because I've been able to get my stuff. No, I've been able to get my life back together, and you know, we went back to court. I did exactly what my attorney said. We went back to court, and the fair thing was half and half because he had him all this time. He's not a bad father. He's a great father. We literally live like 10 minutes away from each other, so. That's what it is on paper, but we work it out. We just do what's best for us. Like they sent an email this morning about the whooping cough breakout in school, and he took a screenshot of me. Did you see this? You know, did they have shots? I mean, it's a good relationship. Yeah. So in the meantime, I met a wonderful man. I actually met him right before I started this business, and he has been so supportive and just there for me and things like that. So we got engaged on Christmas Eve. Didn't expect it. Kind of expected it, but didn't expect it. Not this time. Not at this moment, you know, but it's been a blessing. And it's just like my life went like completely just turned around, and when I sit down and I think about the success, and it used to be hard for me to talk about success. I felt like I didn't deserve it. You know, I felt like I didn't deserve it. I felt like I had messed up so much. And then I also feel like this is what I'm supposed to do.
Well, you know, I think just like you said, everything sometimes has to fall down so that it can be built the way it should be built, which is with the errors and everything that you learn along the way, the lost money, the people that you brought in that failed, and everything else. Because you wouldn't be exactly where you are right now without those things. Without
those things happening, exactly. So I thank God for it now, and I think, and then I always tell people, like my fiance is always like, God, it shows you so much favor. I mean, really, He does. Once I put my eye on Him and let Him lead my life, and this is where I am, and I'm serious when I tell you. I just, for example, I wanted to bring on Botox and fillers, and you have to have a doctor or a nurse practitioner do it. My doctor that's over there, she's a surgeon, and she was supposed to do it, but she's so busy with other stuff and all of that, and so, you know, she really didn't have time, so she brought in this nurse practitioner to run her urgent care part of that thing. And so me and her has been talking, and you know, one day I called her and I said, hey, somebody's here for a weight loss, you know, prescription and things, and she's like, well, I'm at a training class. I'm taking a training class for Botox and filler, and I go, what? Are you kidding me? I was literally interviewing nurse practitioners and going, oh my God, how am I going to pay these women and this and that? And she was like, well, let's work it out. You give me clients, we'll work it out. And it was like, it literally fell in my lap. I didn't even try. And that's how I know that this is where I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to do. My passion for it is ridiculous. So you see me in a more settled form because the clients are not here. But if you look at our reviews, the reviews that my clients leave, it warms my heart because I have a passion. And a lot of the time, I don't do clients as much now because I'm trying to, my goal for 2020 is to be a owner, not a worker bee. Right? And so I've put people in place to kind of run things, and everybody has their own duty and stuff. So my goal is to continue to grow the business and bring on new services and be the owner, you know, and so that's what I'm trying to focus on. But my passion for giving women self-confidence and the beauty and the things like that is because I've been through that and I know how it feels. And so it's just crazy amazing how that I got into this and everything is just like falling into place, and I understand why I went through everything that I went to. Never in my wildest dreams at the age of 38 when this started would I think that I would be a business owner. I was always thinking that I was gonna be making everybody else money, marketing director and sales. You're making everybody else money. I never thought that I would do it for myself. So it took a point where I got to, because I would be just like working and just like in the you know, doing the clients and working the schedule and this and that, and it dawned on me and said, I need to do marketing, I need to do sales and marketing and grow my business. I put so much energy in 20 years of other companies growing theirs. I need to do exactly what I did for them for myself. And so that was my goal for 2020, is to focus on that. And so I have been doing it, and it's just been wonderful. It's been wonderful.
Amazing. Your story resonates with me. One, because I also had to take some time to go to AA.
Yes.
But also because it just speaks to when you do something different, you get different results. Like when you said, okay, I'm going to try. Because you had been to...
I've been in treatment three times. Yeah. 3 times prior to that.
And you were like, this. But when you said, I'm going to try something different, and then you trusted the universe universe, God, to do what they
exactly.
however you refer.
However, yeah. Mm-hmm.
To do what it's supposed to do.
Right.
And things are falling in place. So I really I like that. I love your story.
Thank
I appreciate you for sitting with me.
Thank you. And thanks for sharing that you're in AA too, because you know a lot of times you don't know it. It's so funny because I had a contract job before, and it's, you know, I didn't tell a lot of people. I didn't share my story. I didn't know how powerful my story was, honestly. And I didn't share my story, so I was sitting there one day and I saw like the owner of that company was Facebook friends with somebody that I knew from New Hope, from you know, AA and stuff, and I was like, how do you know? You know what? Oh, actually, she messaged me. The other girl, she was like, how do you know? I saw you on Facebook friends. I said, I work contract for them and I do sales and stuff. And she was like, oh, I've been knowing her for years. Her dad's in AA, she's in AA, her sisters and everything. I'm like, oh my God, it's such a small world, you know, and it's everybody, you know, and everybody's at different levels, but nobody's perfect.
No, and like when I started, it was a lot. It took me a lot to even go in the room. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to be the person that didn't need AA. But I was
my God, that was me.
I was so lost at that time. And yeah, I mean, I still drink, but I know my triggers too.
You know.
And I'm like, I can't have this, I can't have this, I can't have this, and I can't have this at my house, and I can't have this, and I can't. And I mean, that's just the way I have to live.
And some people are like that. Some people can still drink and monitor and you know, manage it. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
It's different. But
if
like,
I put it in my body, I will go back to losing everything. So I don't even think about it, honestly. I don't think about it. And things used to be different for me. I used to not want it in my house, and you know, if I was dating somebody, you can't drink around me, and you know, I can't do. Well, now my fiance, he drinks. I mean, but he knows he doesn't have it out. It's in his little spot. It's crazy because it's hidden in his spot where I know his spot is.
Yeah, but I have
his spot. I have no desire for it. It is not my go-to.
I mean, and if he cares about you like he does, he won't throw it all in.
He doesn't, like not at all. Half the time I don't even know. You know, unless I, you know, maybe kiss him and I smell it or something like that. But, and I'm fine with him drinking. And I went through this thing where my family, they would hide stuff at family functions. So here she comes, gotta hide her alcohol and stuff. Where I said, stop doing that.
Yeah, because that's not making me feel
It's not making me feel good. And if I wanted to drink, I am grown. I can drive up to any Specs in any liquor store and buy whatever I want. So you hiding it does nothing for me.
I have to be the governor of whether or not I have to.
It does nothing.
Hiding it, I can take it from you.
Exactly. And what you gonna do? Fix you another one. It's nothing you can do. So hiding it, and so you know, my friends and everybody would feel uncomfortable hanging out with me, and you know, should we drink around? Ask me. Don't ask each other. Ask me how I feel, and if I tell you I'm fine, when I told them I was fine, they didn't believe me. They're like, no, I don't feel right. I said, if I tell you I'm fine, I'm fine. If I'm uncomfortable, I'm to the point in my life where I don't want anything to take that away from me. So if I have a problem with it, I will tell you. Okay, exactly. I've worked too hard to get to where I am. But now it's to the point where I don't even, it's not even a thought, you know? And unless I'm telling my story or something like that. Now, I did go to meetings for the first 3 years. Now I don't go to meetings. I'm still involved in the recovery world. But I don't go to meetings, like more of like telling my story, using my business as a vessel. So the program I was in, Bridge Hope, my thing is I want to come in and for all the women that are in the program right now, is kind of give them free facials and do like a spa day.
That's beautiful.
And so I want to use my business as a vessel to be able to share with them, like, look, I'm gonna give you a free facial, but you gotta hear this story. This works. Stay the course. Do this. If I can do it, you can. Yeah. So that's kind of where I am now, and I did a big the breakthrough came when I did this event at the Beacon, and it was for the homeless, and they had all these world-renowned chefs come, and I was a guest speaker, so I had to tell my story, which you got the short version of it, and more personal. This was like to the point. When I got up, there was not a dry eye on the house, and I'm talking men and women.
I mean, it's emotional. I was getting a little bit emotional.
Yes, and they stood up and clapped, and I was like, oh my God, I just couldn't believe it. And so I had this vision board that I did when I was in the program, and that was what I brought. And the vision board, I talked about how I had accomplished everything on the vision board. And the crazy thing is I have that vision board. Let me see if I can find this.